Am I the asshole for this very silly I don't know how to explain situation? I'm not sure where to start, but this has been building up and I don't know how to deal with it. So for context, my friends and I all live somewhat near each other. Let's say each person is about a 15 to 20 minute walk apart. Two of my friends from this group, Sara and Max, live in Area X. I started a tutoring job in their area, so I had to go there frequently, around 4 times a week. Somehow it became kind of a thing to hang out at a cafe in that neighborhood, so I'd make time before or after my classes and we'd spend a lot of time together. Often, I'd go there even on days I didn't have work, just to hang out. For more background, we're all incoming university students waiting for our classes to start, so everyone was basically free all the time. But both Sara and I have pretty strict parents, like very strict. Till I always managed to sneak out. I never outright lied, but I'd go see my friends even if it meant getting scolded or hearing the same lecture over and over. Now here's where the issue begins. Our group has around 7 to 8 people, 3 of whom live really far away. The rest, like I mentioned earlier, live close by. In May, Max left the country and my tutoring stopped because the kids I was teaching went on vacation. So I didn't really have a reason to go to Area X anymore, and honestly, I didn't want to. But of course, I still wanted to meet my friends. Most of our hangouts weren't really planned. Someone would just say, "Yo, you free? I want to come to this spot," and we'd meet. So I started asking a few friends to come to a spot near my house instead. Most of them did try to make time, but Sara always had an excuse. She'd say something about her strict mom or come up with a new excuse each time. She'd end up telling me to come over instead. Back then, tutoring was my excuse to go to Area X, but now that I was on vacation, I didn't have that reason anymore. Till I went there a few times anyway. Then one day, Sara told me she'd come to the area near my house sometime next week. This was in June, and I got really excited. But when the day came, she gave me yet another excuse for why she couldn't make it. And honestly, the excuses were pathetic, like she could make time for a 2 to 3 hour hangout if I went there, but couldn't come to my place, which is literally a 15-minute walk or a 5-minute drive. I got upset. I dropped some hints, but never actually spoke to her directly about it. Eventually, after a lot of pushing, she did come over, but it was just to my house, and that's not really what I meant when I said I wanted to hang out nearby. Anyway, fast forward, a bunch of my friends came back to the country, and somehow Area X became the default hangout spot again because Sara isn't allowed to leave that area. But every time I say something like, "My mom won't allow me," or "I can't come that far today," my friends respond with, "It's only 5 minutes, bro, don't be a buzzkill. Just come. Why are you overreacting?" And me, being the people pleaser I am, always agree and find a way to go, even if it means getting scolded. Tipping point was yesterday. 2 of my friends asked if I was free, and I said yes. I even suggested, "Why don't you guys come over and then we can go to Area X or this other place?" But in between, my mom called and told me not to go too far because there was something I needed to help with at home. So I called my friends and explained the situation, asking if they could come to a spot near my house instead. They were like, "Oh no, we're already here and Sara came too and she won't be allowed to leave." So I said, "All right, I might miss this one because I have to be close to home." But then they're like, "Bro, don't ditch, you literally said you could come." I explained my situation again, but they just didn't want to hear it. And eventually, I ended up canceling on my mom and going. Mind you, this was around 4:30 p.m. I reached them at 5, stayed until 7, and they stayed a bit longer. Now tell me, Sara couldn't spare 20 minutes to come near my place? So close. Her mother wouldn't even have known because how would... I genuinely cannot understand. Later on, I called the friend who had asked if I was free and told him that it feels like everything is always catered to Sara. To be honest, this might be where I was kind of the asshole because this friend wasn't really involved. He had just come back from abroad. He got mad at me for blaming him, which I wasn't. I was just asking why things are always catered around her. Then I had a talk with him and realized that what I'm really upset about is myself, for caring too much and enabling this. If I had just skipped those initial hangouts, maybe this wouldn't be happening. I'm just upset that the kind of effort I put into this friendship isn't being reciprocated. And I know that Sara knows how I feel, but she doesn't budge. Don't get me wrong, she's a great friend. But at this point, I kind of just want to detach. I don't know how to do that or what I should do. Please give me your thoughts and tell me how I can stop feeling so remorseful. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to comment your thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next story.